All right, now that we've looked at the style.css and the functions.php file, let's jump into the index.php, which is really going to be the first of the major templates we look at and the fallback for all of the other templates. Now, like I said, index.php is actually a combination of HTML tags and PHP that's going to show up. So inside of Atom, I could simply do HTML and tab, and it will create me a basic HTML boilerplate. Nothing fancy. We will add to this as we go, but this will be enough for us to start. And I'm going to call this, I'm just going to hard code in data here. We're going to put WP hierarchy, and I mentioned that using the title tags hard-coded here is not a best practice, so we'll look at later how to change this and improve it. But this is all we're going to add for now, and then we're going to come down here and I'm going to add an H1 and just label this index.php so we know what template we're in. And we will enhance this like crazy through this section and the next one, but for now this is enough. Let's just jump back over to our site and see what's going on. So cool, we could see that our title is hard-coded at the top and our index.php is showing up. If I were to come back in and navigate to a page and click to view it, I would see that index.php shows up. If I were to come into a post and try to certain draft and try to view it, then I would see index.php comes up. If I were to come into media and I were to click on something and view attachment page, guess what shows up? Index.php. And what this is showing us is that index is the fallback for every single template. Every single page will fall back to using the index.php if something else doesn't exist. So we definitely have to make this more interesting. But before we get into that, I want to talk about how we split out some of our consistent header stuff and footer stuff into their own templates. So we'll look at that next. However, what you should do before proceeding is go ahead and set up this exact same scenario inside of your index.php template. And in that side project you're building, remember all along the way, we're going to be building two projects here throughout this. One is completely on your own using what we've learned, good place for learning, and one is this theme that we're doing here. So in your other theme as well, you may use a different boilerplate, you may use some different markup, but go ahead and just throw up the same thing for now so that we could have both of these projects being built alongside each other.